Best regard, my name is Jenny Carolina Inestro Sotelo. I consider that the business and companies that Elon Musk owns, whether they are his not owned or that he is a shareholder in these companies, are considered to be very large companies, and that is one way or another they have a great economic, scientific, and technology level because they are fundamental to develop large projects. For example, the company that owns 100% electric cars is considered a great advance of what will be the future of humanity. Science car with fuel will no longer exist, and it will not be surprising if they began to market flying cars. In addition, companies that are dedicated to sending rockets of great magnitude and quality into a space to operate in the constellations, becoming a great work power. And many other multinational that are companies that make science and technological something great, spectacular, and innovation not only for North America, but for the entire world. Musk's influence on society is great, as many of the companies he owns in his name are located at key points in terms of access to information and geopolitical issues. Musk can upset the world balance as he an arbiter in a perilous work between nations. Hence, his rockets are launched with high surveillance satellites from the Pentagon and carry NASA astronauts in space. On the other hand, Ukraine has vital communications, which must go through Starlink, the main network of satellites in orbit. Many countries want to have their own satellites to relegate their communications, but they plan to do so in many years later. But until these nations want to do, Musk will already have for the different yeah skills. The satellite space taken over by Starlink, and there will be no more space for more satellites. Neither the earth nor the sky will be the same again. The goal of humanity almost depends on him, as Musk intends to totally dominate the technology. What will be decide the fate of humanity in the foreseeable future, from electric transportation, space exploration, to everything related to studies with human neurology and artificial intelligence. For the environment, Musk represents a great risk because his rockets that are launched into space are built to be reused, but in the coming years many more will be launched, and the aftermath of this will seriously affect the ozone layer with a lot of pollutions. Despite the fact that your electric vehicle company does not directly consume fossil fuels, but their manufacturer does consuming them in large quantities, which is a high pollution for the air. Elon Musk uses his money to reduce the cost of many special travel, to run political campaigns, and so on. I think what he does is good because he wants to have much more power and continue to advance in that ended goal of being the most influential person in the world. I thought, on the other hand, I don't think it's is a very morally right at his meaning. Political campaigns for people who have way to manage their campaigns, and that they do this with the purpose of growing as visionaries and having a lot of power, and they were surrendered to their fate. Finally, what I will do if I were a millionaire will be apart from having very product business. I will have generate more employment. I will do a lot of charity work, managing large projects that benefit the community in general. I will contribute favorably in some way to the sustainable development goals because I like to look satisfied and happy at people who have worked so hard to obtain something worthy in the life. Thank you so much.